tiebreak, Lazovic ahead. This is going to be exciting, guys.
It feels like a must-win situation for everyone.
Yeah.
Like, if you draw, you drop out of the top group. It's another Sicilian. That's good news for us. And, okay, both players will definitely be in must-win mood. Magnus only plays the Sicilian when he wants to win. Arjun always plays for a win.
This feels more open than we're used to in round 11, because right now there are so many possible winners.
Yeah, I mean, the top 5, that group on 8.5, they, of course, could win. But if they all draw, then maybe someone from the lower group could jump up.
As if that ever happens.
Yeah, it's Title Tuesday. 8% draw rate. We heard it earlier.
The winner today, I can tell you this much. The winner today is going to have 9.5 points.
That tends to be the average score for a winner. And wow, Magnus taking the queens off early. I think that's aimed against the man, the opponent, not aimed at the tournament standings. This now looks very, very level. Symmetrical pawn structure almost. Queens off the board. But Arjun probably doesn't enjoy endgames as much as Magnus does. So Magnus, he's going to try and grind down his Indian opponent. This is going to be very interesting. Another strategic battle. And in the meantime, it looks very level on the other boards. Maybe slightly better for Grishuk against Pranesh, so not good news for Pranesh over there.
It's right now, we saw from the tiebreaker before this game that Lazovic has a good tiebreak situation, and also then Pranesh. So it's especially interesting to see how those two players are doing, considering who's going to take the win today.
Yeah, those two have their fates potentially in their own hands if they win. Magnus, in the meantime, is going for a small advantage. He wants the bishops. He wants a bishop pair, getting rid of the opponent's dark squared bishop, which now runs away. Will he continue attacking that piece, maybe with his pawn now? Or will he just ignore it and bring his own bishop out?
I'm always worried about Artemiev playing against Lazovic here and his time usage, because I love Vladislav Artemiev. I think I always cheer for him, but seeing no increment chess, you just worry so much about how he uses his time.
Yeah, and Artemiev, he was the world #2 blitz player. I think it was 9 years ago already, when he was super young, when he was a teenager. But like you said, that's reliant on increment. Yeah. He hasn't done amazing in Title Tuesdays because, it just trips him up.
Especially saw it at the EWC, where he just could not get the hang of that format.
Yeah, and it was also his undoing at the World Cup just a few weeks ago. He lost in Armageddon, where there was no increment against Maxime Vachier-Lagrave. So Artemiev, he was named the Iceman, literally, by his Russian teammate Grishuk. But maybe the clock will be his undoing. This one, I want to get excited, but it's such a level position.
It's cute with both the horses on the rim.
Yeah. Is there a Norwegian rhyme for that? Knights on the side.
Yeah. Let me think.
En springer på randen en springer I sanden. It
yes,
means,
that's right.
It means a knight on the edge is a knight in the sand.
Nice. A knight on the edge falls off the hedge.
There you go.
I saw a really fun game a while ago, some years ago maybe, between Anand and Rapport. I think with all the horses on the edge of the board.
Yeah, it's another don't try it at home. Normally it's very much recommended against, but here the white knight especially has a purpose, hitting this bishop, and Magnus doesn't look happy. To save this bishop now, he's going to have to plonk it in the corner of the board where it's a clear target for the white rook. That does not look good at all. Arjun might have tricked Magnus here. I'm really surprised Magnus has allowed this, and he does put his bishop in the corner. Not the end of the world. If the white knight moves to hit the bishop can run away as well. No good squares to use for the white knight. But that's a bad bishop now.
Respect the bishop pair, or?
Yeah. Always respect the bishops. Pawn structure and bishop pair, those tend to be the two kind of foundations of strategic chess. And Arjun now, if he wants, he can repeat the position. Probably he won't, because he's the madman and wants a win, not a draw. But if he brings his knight back to the edge of the board, Magnus might be forced to go into the corner again. This is not good news for Magnus Carlsen, who's down 30 seconds. But Arjun plays for the win. He wants more. Lifts his rook up the board.
He should want more. Both of these players need a win to be able to take the win here today.
Yeah, it's great to see.
Yeah, a draw would be boring, I think.
If I had white, I would be tempted to make a draw, but no. Just because it's Magnus. Anyone else, I think
Don't say that. Come on. We're playing for the win here.
Yeah, Arjun's definitely playing for a win. And look at that. His bishop wasn't trapped because it could find safety behind enemy lines. That's a cool move. And Magnus shaking his head. not enjoying this at all. Now the white knight can leap into the center, far better than the edge of the board. That comes with some hits on some pawns. Wow, Magnus in a bit of trouble here, potentially, but the knight does go back to the edge of the board, trying to break through on this 7th rank. Does Magnus have to retreat off of the trade of rooks? So close to checkmating white on the back rank here, but that square is covered by the white bishop. He does retreat with a shake of the head. Oh, Magnus down a minute, though. Arjun with a lot of fans in our chat.
Yeah.
Oh, it feels like he's just destined for greatness, Arjun, but he's just been really unlucky with the World Championship cycle this year.
I think he looks relaxed still now.
Yeah. The pixelated picture looks very, very relaxed. Okay, rook trade now. Ooh, Arjun trying to force it on his own terms. Black's knight is a really bad piece. It needs to head back to the action. Magnus, though, I'm not used to seeing him so slow. I wonder how the internet connection is out there. Wherever in the world, Magnus is relaxing on holiday right now. The knight is on another different edge of the board, as we see a pawn trade. It feels like Magnus is just fighting for a draw, though, and that doesn't help his tournament chances. We have a result, though. Artemiev and Lazovic have drawn their game.
Ooh, that is interesting. That opens up a lot of things here.
Unless Pranesh wins from a dead loss position where he's about to be crushed, it seems like, by Grishuk. It seems like the winner of this game will be the champion. If it's a draw, then who knows? Magnus has given up a pawn. He's looking for counterplay. He's going from behind now to try and win this white pawn. If he can take it, he gets his own very powerful pass pawn, but Arjun prevents that. Magnus fighting for his life here. He's struggling. Pawn down, and white's defended everything.
It does very much start to look like the winner here can take the win in this tournament right now.
Looks like Arjun. He's just a pawn up. If he wants to secure it, be super safe, he can take this knight off the board. That might also come with less risk, but less reward, since black gets the bishops, but that knight is super strong. How will Arjun weigh this up? And he does take it off. He's going to centralize his knight, hitting this one. He's going to run. He's going to come into the center. Black's bishops are just really blocked. Black's bishops are so bad. Arjun with a winning position nearly.
Maybe I was wrong. If this game ends with a draw, maybe we get a Lazovic win with 9 points here.
Wow. That would be one of the lowest winning scores of the season. That's how close it's been.
It would be amazing to have 2 matchups with 8.5s against each other in this format. To actually not get a 9.5 winner would be insane.
Exactly. Just everyone taking points off each other.
Yeah.
Knocking each other down here. And viewers at home might be wondering, why not take this knight as opposite color bishops? That is because white will have 1 pass pawn soon, and the black bishop is so bad, tied down to its own pawn, that Magnus doesn't want to risk it.
Actually, now Pranesh is starting to look good against Grishuk. Grishuk was vastly ahead, but he's falling behind on the clock. Only 30 seconds left, but there's not that many pieces left on the board, so it's going to be an interesting finish there.
Wow, if this is a draw, Pranesh could be the champion on his own.
Yep.
9.5.
But now Pranesh is actually better than Grishuk after having been vastly behind for a long part of that game. So, yeah, does seem like Grishuk is making life difficult for himself here.
Yeah, you talked about Artemiev's clock handling. Grishuk has been famous for it ever since he broke onto the scene. He's, Artemiev is just a mini Grishuk. Clock handling is, really living life on the edge. Magnus, though, trying to survive, trying to repeat the position. Only Arjun can win on the board. Magnus needs to turn the clock around. Or can he hold Magnus Carlsen? Pranesh is now totally winning in
that
his
would
game.
be such a strong title to say win for Pranesh, though.
That would be incredible. Beating Magnus Carlsen, beating Grishuk, beating Nakamura. Pranesh on fire. But this one is so tense. Magnus has done everything right to defend, but he's burning time on the clock, 23 seconds, shaking his head. And sooner or later, he's going to be dropping this pawn, or maybe allowing a check. He's basically saying, oh, Magnus Carlsen, he's saying he wants pawns here. If he takes this knight, it's a dead draw, and I think the players will not fight. But now Magnus wants blood. He's turned it around. He's better for the first time in this game with the bishops. Can Magnus win out of the blue? 14 seconds, though. Can he do it?
And let's just say, there may be changes in the tiebreak based on other results here. So Pranesh, he is at 9.5. He did beat Grishuk, but if Magnus wins here, he was on the spot behind him in the tiebreak session. So we'll see.
And now Magnus has what looks like almost a winning position with his king marching. There we go. He's moving his king in. He's won another pawn. It's 3 pawns versus 1. Magnus is winning on the board.
Does he have enough time?
8 seconds. It's close. We're going to hear some heavy breathing. He's going to make a new queen, though. Oh, no, he pre-moved and he lost his pawn. The queen didn't promote. He's got to win the white bishop now. Oh, he didn't take it. He's got to get that white bishop before it's too late. He wins the bishop. Will he give checkmate? He celebrated, but will it be too early? Magnus, can he deliver, mate? 2 seconds. 1 second. He gets the win, Magnus Carlsen.
That is such a dramatic finish. And I don't know what the finish is going to be at the end there. It does right now say second.